Hey guys, it's cbgray coming to you guys with another Destiny 2 video. How are you guys doing today? So I have a lot to talk to you guys about today, and I wanted to come out with this yesterday, but I wanted to wait until we got the Faction Rally winner, and there was so much surrounding Destiny 2 with E3 and with the Forsaken and with the Fall of Cade that this video is just coming out today on Reset Day. So we have a lot to talk about, guys. So let's start off with the fact that Dead Orbit won the Faction Rally for the first time in Destiny 2. New Monarchy had been just owning the space, and it's really nice to see a change. So congrats to Dead Orbit. I was a part of Dead Orbit, so I'm glad about that, and that's just something that's cool just to see if there was a shift in players and more people playing. So what I want to come to you guys with is reviewing the Faction Rally and just giving my analysis of what I think about it, just what I think about Faction Rallies in general. So let's start off with the positives, guys. So I want to start off by flat out saying that I thought Faction Rallies were a success. I really think that a lot of the stuff that Bungie was intending on accomplishing, I think they did a stellar job of accomplishing, and I think they deserve a lot of praise, because in my opinion, Faction Rallies were more or less pointless. Back in the day, I had no incentive of doing Faction Rallies. I didn't care who won, and honestly, I was more along the lines of saying the gear looked kind of whack, and the weapon, I would just fork over the Glimmer. I didn't really care if my team won or not. It didn't make me want to grind if I could just buy it anyways. And now with the Catalyst system, things are different. So let's start off with just talking about the grind of Faction Rallies. So the grind of Faction Rallies is very, very real, and maybe too real. And not in the sense of too much grind, but I'll explain that in a little bit of what I mean in terms of too real. But the grind is back, guys, and you know I made a video way back in the day saying that the grind was over in Destiny 2 and that it was dead, and it's back. Like, the grind in Faction Rallies to get to level 50 was awful in a good way. It was awful in a good way, and I would make a recommendation not to wait till the last minute. If you wait till the last minute, you will hate your life. Like, this is a grind that you need to spread out over a week period. Don't start this on Sunday like I did, because you really won't be a happy camper, especially when you have a 9 to 5 in the morning. Another thing that I thought was really good, guys, like I said, there was meaningful loot. I really thought that there was a purpose in getting the Catalyst and getting the ornament as well, but not so much the ornament, mainly just that there's 3 catalysts, as you guys know: Sweet Business, Sunshot, and the Graviton Lamp. Sorry that I was blinking. And the fact that there's only 3 Faction Rallies for the season, so if you miss a Faction Rally, you're not getting that loot. So there's really an importance on getting that gear, and there's a value on getting the Catalyst. So the loot was meaningful, and that's good. Like, that's really good. And another thing that I really liked was the gear was meaningful. And then what I mean by that is, it doesn't look that great, but with the new Renown system, which I thought was a great success, I think that having gear that boosts your renown easier is incentivized to use the gear. Before that, I never cared about the gear, and then I was low-key upset that I deleted it all because I didn't realize that there was a purpose and I had to grind to get it all back. And so I really like that the gear has purpose. I like that the loot is meaningful. I feel like that helps to strive in making Faction Rallies a success. Now, speaking of things having purpose, they brought Lost Sectors back to life. I swear I was seeing Lost Sectors that I never saw before. And I think that's really cool. I think that having it where first you kind of do a public event and then you knock out a patrol or a high value target, it brings meaning to those activities, because you don't want to have a bunch of activities that no one does, because that's when things get whack. So I thought that was really cool, guys, that they brought life into the Lost Sectors, and then just in general, patrols in general. Patrols on all 4 planets, or are there 5 now? Earth, Nessus, Io, Titan, Mercury? Okay, and Mars. So maybe 6. I don't know how many planets there are, but I was seeing people on all the patrol spaces really going for it, and that makes me happy. So I'm really happy with how they just were able to incorporate a lot of the PvE activities that weren't getting any love and bringing purpose to those, using the Renown system. I thought the Renown system was fun. I thought that it made you actually have to try on some of the events where you're not just sleeplessly running through and killing a boss, because if you die, you're going to be upset, because say you're at 4 Renown and you go to 3, you're going from 8 tokens to 4 tokens, and that's vital when you're trying to get to 50. So I really like the way they incorporated all of the PvE activities into one to make it all meaningful. So that's why I think that Faction Rallies were a success. Now let's talk about some negatives, or at least some improvements. And these are just more speculation than what Bungie should do, but I want to talk about them and see what you guys think about my opinions on the matter. So remember I said that the grind is real in Faction Rallies, and I said that maybe it's too real. So now what do I mean by that? And I know you guys are going to be like, Gray, you always talk about you want there to be a grind, you want there to be this, you want to work hard, you want to... Yeah. Alright, I know what I said, but the only reason why I'm saying maybe it was too real was because some people don't have a week to get to level 50. They might have kids, they might have this, they might have that. Now that doesn't mean they shouldn't have to get to rank 50, but I'm just wondering if maybe they should have more time, like maybe have Faction Rallies be 2 weeks, because if you guys remember, it's not like when you were grinding for Bitter Steel back in Destiny 1, you only had a week to do it. You could be grinding for Bitter Steel in year 3 or in year 1. The fact of the matter is people were putting in the time. It's just the fact of should you be put in a box for when you put in that time. So I'm not talking about lowering it to rank 20, lowering it to rank 30. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying maybe should the Faction Rally have been 2 weeks so that people that maybe are too busy have a little bit more time to get to level 50 and not have it be any easier, and just have it be possible for some other players, because then you're saying, oh, well, then why would people grind to get it like earlier? Why would people really put in the time to do it if they had the extra amount of time? And that's the same reason why people go for world's first in raids. People want to be first and people want to have stuff. So extending things 2 weeks I don't really think is the end of the world, and I think maybe Bungie should possibly look into it. Maybe. And if not, that's okay. Another thing that I thought is maybe make it a lifetime event the way that it used to be. Like, I really liked when Faction Rallies I could be grinding for it any time of the year, and I really thought that was cool. And if they were to do that, obviously level 50 then might be too low, so if I still would want to grind, so then maybe make it level 100 and then it's a lifetime grind, or like something like that. So there's a few ways I feel like they could really make it not easier, but just make it a little more manageable, because the way that you guys got to see it is there's only 3 catalysts and you only have a week to get all 3. So if anybody messes up the way that the new system is, because you can only pledge to 1 faction, you miss out on a catalyst forever. And I just think that people shouldn't be punished for the people that are willing to grind but just might not be available in that 1 week. So that's all I'm talking about. But other than that, guys, I really like Faction Rallies. I thought that it was really great. I think Bungie deserves a pat on the back. I'm really looking forward to the next one. I'm looking forward to finishing my Graviton Lance Catalyst that I just got at the last second, and then hopefully going for Sunshot next. So I'm really looking forward to it, guys. So get in the comment box below. Let me know what you're thinking about Faction Rallies. Let me know if you got to level 50 this week, and if the grind was, if it actually had value to you this week. So with that, guys, that's really all I had to say. Thank you so much for the incredible support. I have a video approaching 20,000 on that d.f.a video, and the Silicon Neuroma video just broke 1,000 as well. And the Cade 6 tribute is also doing so well, guys. Like, you guys are killing it with the support, and we're almost at 2,600 subscribers. I haven't even checked. We might even be there now, but thank you guys so much. I'll say it in advance. Thank you for 2,600 subscribers. The support has been amazing. Same thing on the streams. If anybody hasn't been in the streams, we stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/cbgray, and we also stream on YouTube as well. So I'm going to stop rambling and talking to you guys now. So everybody enjoy your days, enjoy your reset days. The Nightfall is Zol, so I'm really looking forward to grinding that this week on stream. So we'll see what drops out of it. So with that, guys, I'll talk to you guys in the next Destiny video. Thanks, I love you guys.